Hello my friends, welcome back to our reading of the Spirit's book, and today the topic is Pacts. Question 549. Is there any kind of truth to pacts being formed with evil spirits? That's a good answer. That's a good question. Let's see the answer. Answer. No, there are no such pacts. However, an evil nature may be attuned to evil spirits. For example, you want to torment your neighbor, but you do not know how to proceed. Thus, you call low-order spirits who, like you, desire only evil. In return for their help, they want you to help them in their own evil designs. However, this does not mean that your neighbor cannot be freed from them by an opposing appeal or by an action of the will. Those who desire to commit an act of evil simply for the sake of committing evil call evil spirits to their aid and then become obliged to serve them in turn because these spirits need them for the evil they themselves desire to do. It is only in this that a pact consists. And then there's a note from Kardec under this answer saying the following. The fact that persons sometimes find themselves dependent on low-order spirits proceeds from their delivering themselves over to evil thoughts that such spirits suggest to them, and not from any kind of stipulations made between them. A pact, in the usual sense of the word, is an allegory that portrays an evil nature sympathizing with equally wicked spirits. Question 550. What is the meaning of the fantastic fables according to which certain individuals have sold their soul to Satan in exchange for certain favors? Answer. All fables contain a teaching and a moral. Your error is in taking them literally. This one is an allegory that may be explained like this. Those who call evil spirits to help them obtain the gifts of fortune or any other favor rebel against providence. They renounce the mission they have received and the trials they must undergo in this world, but they will reap the consequences of it in the life to come. This does not mean their soul is condemned to suffer forever. However, instead of detaching themselves from matter, they immerse themselves deeper and deeper in it. The joys they have preferred on earth will no longer be available to them in the spirit world until they atone for the wrong through their trials to new trials that will perhaps be even greater and more painful. Out of love for material pleasures, they place themselves under the power of impure spirits. Hence, they tacitly establish a mutual pact which leads them to ruin, but which will always be easy for them to break with the assistance of good spirits if they firmly desire to do so. Now there's another topic, which is occult power, talismans, sorcerers. Question 551. Can evil individuals, with the aid of evil spirits to whom they are devoted, cause harm to their neighbor? Answer. No, God would not permit it. And question 552. What is to be thought of the belief that certain individuals can cast spells? Answer. Some persons possess a very strong magnetic power, which they may use for evil if their own spirit is evil. In that case, they could be aided by other evil spirits. But do not believe in the fake magical power that exists only in the imagination of superstitious people who are ignorant of the true laws of nature. The events they cite are natural events, poorly observed, and above all, poorly understood. Question 553. What may be the effect of formulas and practices with which certain persons claim to control the wills of spirits? Answer: that of making them look ridiculous if they are good, if they are of good faith. If not, they are rogues who deserve punishment. All such formulas are mere charlatanism. There is no sacramental word, no Kabbalistic sign, no talisman that has any power over spirits, because they are only attracted through thought by thought and not by material objects. Question under this answer: haven't certain spirits sometimes dictated Kabbalistic formulas? Answer: yes, there are spirits who indicate signs and bizarre words to you, or who prescribe certain acts to you with the help of those who aid you in performing what you call spell casting. Nevertheless, you may be very sure that these spirits are mocking you and abusing your credulity. Question 554. Isn't it possible that those who rightly or wrongly trust in what they call the virtue of a talisman may attract a spirit by such trust, since it is their thought that acts, whereas the talisman is only a sign that helps to direct the thought? Answer: that is the case, but the nature of the spirit attracted by such means depends on the purity of the intention and the level of the sentiments. But it is rare for those who are simple enough to believe in the virtue of a talisman not to have a material objective rather than a moral one. Whatever the case may be, this implies a narrowness and weakness of mind that gives access to imperfect and mocking spirits. Question 555. What are sorcerers? Answer: when they are of good faith, those whom you call sorcerers are persons who possess certain faculties, such as magnetic power or second sight. Since they do things that you do not comprehend, you suppose them to be endowed with supernatural power. Haven't your learned individuals often be mistaken for sorcerers in the eyes of the ignorant? Then there is a note from Kardec under this answer saying, Spiritism and magnetism give us the key to an infinite number of phenomena about which ignorance has woven many fables, and in which the facts have been greatly exaggerated by the imagination. A clear knowledge of these two sciences, which are actually but one, showing the reality of things and their true nature, is the best protection against superstitious ideas, because they reveal what is possible and what is impossible, what is within the laws of nature and what is no more than a foolish belief. Question 556. Do certain individuals really possess the gift of healing by simple touch? Answer: their magnetic power may act to that extent when it is aided by purity of sentiments and an ardent desire to do good, for then good spirits come to their aid. It is necessary, however, to distrust the way stories are told by very gullible or enthusiastic individuals who are always ready to see the miraculous in the simplest and most natural things. One must always distrust the self-interested claims of persons who exploit credulity for their own profit. And then we have the topic, blessings and curses. Question 557. Can blessings and cursings attract good or evil to those at whom they are aimed? Answer. God does not listen to unjust curses, and those who utter them are guilty before God. Since we have two opposing tendencies, good and evil, there may be momentary influences in these cases, even upon matter. This influence never occurs, however, without God's permission, and as an increase in the trial for the one at whom it is aimed. Besides, most frequently, curses are usually aimed at the wicked, while blessings are aimed at the morally upright. Blessings or curses can never divert providence from the path of justice. Providence does not strike those who are cursed unless they are wicked, and its protection does not cover those who do not deserve it. That's it for today. I hope you guys have liked as much as I do. I'll see you guys next time. God bless you all. Bye bye.